Pressure is piling on Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi to resign over his handling of the fake fertilizer scandal as investigations into the multi-million shillings government subsidized fertilizer program continue. At least 110 members of the National Assembly have appended their signatures to a motion in support of his impeachment brought by Bumula MP Wamboka Wanami. Wanami wants Linturi kicked out of office for gross misconduct, serious breach of public trust, as well as gross violation of various provisions of the Constitution by approving the procurement and distribution of fake fertilizer by the National Cereals and Produce Board, NCPB. In the meantime, KEL Chemicals Limited wants NCPB to come clean on where it is getting resources to compensate farmers who allegedly bought fake fertilizer. The company also wants NCPB, which is a government entity, to explain why it is compensating farmers for fertilizer bought from a private entity, MEMS Distributors Limited. Serfine Achieng Oma reports.
As the fake fertilizer probe continues, a section of members of parliament now want Agriculture CS Mithika Linturi removed from office over his handling of the scandal. At least 110 MPs have appended their signature on a motion in support of his impeachment brought by Bumula Member of Parliament Wamboka Wanami.
The motion is rooted in grave allegations of gross misconduct, violation of constitutional provisions, and serious breaches of public trust. The evidence presented before the Assembly paints a distressing picture of negligence, mismanagement, and potential criminal activities within the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock Development under Honourable Linturi's leadership.
The MPs, drawn from both the majority and minority sides, want the CS to step aside to pave way for further investigations.
I firmly believe that the gravity of these allegations demands swift and decisive action. As elected representative, it is our duty to hold public officials accountable for their actions and to safeguard the interest of the citizens whom we serve.
Tunataka kumwomba Linturi Mithika ajibandue kabla tujambandua, kwa sababu iwapo uchunguzi wa kina itafanyika, haiwezi fanyika kama yako pale.
The Law Society of Kenya on Tuesday petitioned Parliament to initiate removal of the CS from office on grounds of gross misconduct, violation of the Constitution, and incompetence to hold public office. On Wednesday, NCPB revealed that it had begun the process of compensating farmers who bought the substandard fertilizer as directed by the Ministry of Agriculture. The letter by NCPB asked all affected farmers to lodge their complaints at the depots and selling centres, present their original national ID cards and evidence of purchase. The board affirmed that all farmers who have used the fertilizers procured from NCPB will get an equivalent amount of the top-dressing fertilizer, and those who still have the purchased fertilizer will have them exchanged. KEL Chemicals Limited, a company mentioned at the centre of the ongoing probe, has distanced itself from the ongoing compensation exercise, claiming it has neither been involved nor provided the resources for it. The company has maintained that the fake fertilizers did not originate from them.
Till today, we have not received in our with the bag or any complaint to the KEL Chemicals brought before any bags or any other, the written complaint to bring to us.
The company is questioning where NCPB got the resources for the compensation exercise, as well as where NCPB and MEMS Distributors Limited secured all the extra bags they distributed to farmers. They also question whether initiating compensation before investigations conclude could be an admission of responsibility by NCPB. They are demanding that NCPB owns up about its association with MEMS Distributor Limited. While appearing in Parliament last week, the senior management of KEL Chemicals refuted claims of involvement in the fake fertilizer distribution, dragging the names of senior government officials, some of them attached to the Office of the President, Ministry of Agriculture, NCPB and KEBS, into the matter. KL Chemicals Chief Operating Officer Devesh Patel told the committee that he had been lured into a meeting by top government officials and coerced to take a fall for the scandal.
Mr. Goske thereafter did not even finish listening to me, and he ordered the police officer to me and Gettich to take the DCI. That was on Friday now, 5th Friday. They would drop me around 6 o'clock. That time, in fact, even the lawyer also came. Everybody, they came. I was with our lawyer, the former Eliza Mwangi.
The Kenya Bureau of Standards said it was not involved during the entire procurement and distribution process of the fake fertilizer, and that NCPB actually blocked access to its silos for collection of samples for testing.
We did not participate, and there was no verification with us on the documentation. Any documentation that may have been provided to the agency that was procuring, they were never verified with us whether they were authentic or they were not.
Safin Acheng Oma, Citizen TV.